Welcome to episode 2.
Episode 2, Lasner Sport Variety Show, sponsored today by the Rolling Hills of Manure. Please, always have manure.
.com. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the project as we call Lasner Sport Variety Show.
Good afternoon, I believe.
He believes. We are here today in a ghastly environment. It smells delicious for one reason only, because there's so much sports to talk about.
It's finally time for Miami franchises to look at themselves in the mirror and say, hey, let's get down to business.
Let's get down to business. And then we just
look at team, I do believe. How do you feel about how the winter meetings have been going?
I'm very impressed with the winter meetings. You know, they went out, they got guys like D. Gordon who are going to add speed. You get Mike Morris, you get a power bat, and now all of a sudden you have a lineup that is surrounded around Giancarlo Stanton, and it's respectable.
Does believe it's going to happen?
You know what's funny about that connection between Stephen Ross and Jim Harbaugh is that Stephen Ross is the highest contributing alumni to Michigan. So there's a connection there. He actually gives them the most money funding the Michigan Wolverines. So there is a triangle of love there. I think that could benefit the Dolphins.
So basically, question.
Hey, Kevin Ava. Yo, you told me a funny joke earlier today. Tell me it again. Tell me it again.
Hey, so what does a Jets fan do immediately after the Jets win the Super Bowl?
When the Jets win a Super Bowl, I don't know.
Turns off his Xbox and goes to sleep.
Oh! That's right. The Jets are probably cleaning house this year. Rex Ryan will be gone. But
here's the real question, though. Do you believe Ryan Tannehill is the quarterback of the future still for the Dolphins?
If you look most recently at the drafts, how many successful quarterbacks have come out? You thought RG3 was successful. At this point, the most successful quarterback to come out has been Russell Wilson and Andrew Luck. On Christmas Day, as you know, the Cavs come to Miami to play the Heat. Do you think the Miami Heat reluctantly offer a video montage for LeBron James respecting what he has done for the city of Miami?
As much as the King might have insulted the Godfather, I do believe the Godfather knows his audience, that he will not be reluctant, and he will put on a beautiful display of LeBron's best moments for the crowd to stand up and cheer to. Not everybody will cheer. Any chance this season to make it past the second round of the playoffs?
Well, right now they're the 7th seed, between the 7th and 6th seed. I don't know if they'll even make the playoffs. Depends how long these injuries to Chris Bosh are. We saw Dwayne Wade play in an elite fashion last night. I think if he can continue to, if we can keep the injuries limited, we can get to the playoffs. And who knows, we'll play a team like Atlanta in the first round. Right now they're looking like the 3rd seed. If we can somehow play a team with a lesser strength, if we can avoid Cleveland, if we can avoid, who's the second best team?
The Bulls.
If we can avoid the Bulls, then we can definitely go to the second round of the playoffs.
Speaking of optimism, David Beckham, do we feel like he is the owner of the future for Miami?
Well, David Beckham will be the owner of a soccer franchise in South Florida. However, we don't know where it will be placed. Will it be Hollandale or will it be South Beach? At this point in time, it will be a huge investment on his part, so he needs to make the right decision.
I feel like it may take over that old Tony Roma's on Helena Beach Boulevard.
Or the bowling alley over there on University. Yeah.
Go Club.
Oh, I just got a text. Who is it? Hey, Dan Marino always texting me. Anyways, Dan wants to know if I think Ryan Tannehill is the future of the Miami Dolphins. Like if he should be the quarterback. And I tell him always the same thing. Yes, Ryan Tannehill is the future. He can run the ball, he can throw the ball, and all he needs is a big target. Get him a big target. Get him a big target. Get him a big target. Let's go to Target and let's get him a big target. And now I'm going to bring to you a segment where we're very proud of. We're going to interview the people of Miami, get a perspective on what they think on South Florida sports.
It's called Interviews with Strangers with Candy.
We're going to bring Candy. Hey, who's Candy?
Hey, who's that candy? Who's that candy-coated child over there? And now, let's get going with them interviews.
Let's go.
I'm here with Sean Bradford, a South Florida Miami sports fan. I'm here to ask him a couple questions. Hello, I'm Kevin Miami Heat. How are you?
Nice to meet you, Sean.
What Miami sports franchise gives you hope, if any?
Right now, probably the Miami Marlins, just because they're doing a lot of signings. I like Giancarlo Stanton signing. I thought that was pretty cool. Any other bit more pitching, but other than that, it's pretty good.
The Marlins, you know what?
I wouldn't say I'm a hardcore fan. I'm a circle of friends. That's our Hurricanes. No matter how good or how bad they are, I always love my Canes. Other than that, you know, if the Heat are good, I'll follow the Heat.
To be continued on that question, let's go to a quick segment with Brian McKinney. Brian?
You're the same size. You guys are the same size.
Do you think Ryan Tannehill is the next Dolphins QB legend?
No.
Second to last question. Should athletes be spokesmen for controversial social issues?
I think if you have that platform, go ahead and use it. Just be wise on what social aspect you're trying to put across. I think that's a very delicate situation.
So how do you feel about the I Can't Breathe t-shirts in the NBA right now?
I like it. If that's what you believe in, go for it. 100%. It's a delicate issue, obviously. There's two different spectrums that are completely extreme. But if that's the one that you believe in, absolutely.
I have to go.
That's all for today. See you later.
I gotta go.
And that's all for today, Lasner Sport viewers. We hope you tune in for episode 3. It's will be a weekly series. We'll have more interviews, more impressive content. Stick with us. We'll stick with you.
Oh my God. Hey, Rich Gannon just texted me. He said, hey, he says, is it weird to face paint my face silver and black every time I make love to Miss Gannon? What should I say? Lasner Sport, are you ready for tea time?
Yeah, I'll have some tea.
That was special tea. It encourages us to interview strangers.
Do you think Ryan Tannehill is the future quarterback of the Miami Dolphins? Do you think you see him beyond this year or the next 2 years?
I think he's a serviceable starting quarterback in the NFL.